Yo folks, welcome to Joelicious Sweet Sunday. Yes, we are back with something really sweet and Joelicious. Today, I just got off the phone with my mom and she challenged me to make her family-owned recipe of the apple pie. It's not going to be a traditional apple pie that you guys are used to eating here in the United States. It is going to be something that I grew up eating, something that I like. I'm not a big fan of apples, but we're going to go moderate on the apples and we're going to have a little bit a cherry on the top of the cream. So, to make my traditional mom's recipe apple pie, which is going to be called Sharlotka, which is also going back history-wise, this recipe was actually invented back in Europe when one of the supposedly French chefs that was working at the time for the Russian Tsar Alexander I, he made a really special apple pie, the Russian style, called Sharlotka. It used to be called Russe, which is basically Russian Sharlotka. So to make this special pie, I am going to need, my mom suggested using regular flour, about 300 grams, pre-sifted, sifted really several times. Well, I'm using cake flour, so that solves that issue. 300 grams of sugar. My mom suggested using 3 apples. I'm using 2 apples because I'm not that crazy about apples, but it has to be an apple pie, so that's what we're using. 2 small to medium apples, any kind works. Just make sure if they're waxed, make sure you wash them real good in the hot water. Slice them. And I'm going to use blueberries, wild blueberries, frozen. That will be my version of my mom's recipe, my version of my Sharlotka. I'm going to use some vanilla extract. If you don't have vanilla extract, you can use vanilla sugar or vanilla powder. And we're going to use 4 eggs. Also, the oven is on at this point, 400 degrees. This is a very easy recipe. Even kids can do it, of course supervised by their parents. So, we're going to need 1 spring pan, the baking pan. This is about up to 12 inches. You can go bigger or you can go smaller. That will affect the height of the pie. So we're going to need 4 eggs. We're going to mix them with sugar. And we're going to start beating them with the hand mixer. Once the sugar is dissolved and the mixture is fluffy and turns more white than yellow, we're going to start adding a little bit of flour at a time. In between, we're going to put some vanilla extract. Next, we're going to add more flour. The baking pan should be coated with some butter and sprinkled powdered with flour. This way the cake is going to come out of the pan very easily. Right now, the mixture is getting thicker and thicker. Once the mixture is ready, we're going to proceed with using a spoon. I'm going to take the apples and mix them in to the dough. You can also do it in layers. Some recipes, like Polish recipes, call for layered recipes. We're doing it traditional, my mom's recipe, so we're going to go exactly like the way my mom used to do it. Mix it in, stir it well. Very easy. After that, we're going to put a layer of the dough and apples on the bottom. Probably about a half of the entire mixture. Also, you got to be careful not to tap the dough while transferring it to the oven, and in general, you got to be very, very careful, otherwise the dough is going to be flat. We don't want it to be flat, we want it to be nice and fluffy. Just like that. So, spread it. And next, we're going to take the blueberries and sprinkle them all over the pie, trying to cover as much area as possible. After that, we've taken the remaining batter and spreading it on top of the blueberries. As an option, you can add cinnamon to the recipe. If you like cinnamon, you can either sprinkle it on top of the pie or you can mix it in with the dough. No matter what you do, it's going to taste Joelicious. So we're almost done. The oven is hot, 400 degrees. What I also do, what my mom does, is on the bottom rack of the oven, you want to put a regular baking tray so that it prevents the pie from burning on the bottom quickly. We're going to put the pie into the oven for about 25 to 30 minutes, depending on your oven, depending on what size of baking pan you're using. So, and voila, it's going right into the oven. I'm setting the timer for 25 minutes, and in 25 minutes, we'll be enjoying succulent, Joelicious pie recipe by my mom. All right, folks, it took us about 30 minutes for the pie, for the apple pie, Sharlotka, to get baked. So now it's all out. We let it sit here for a little bit, for about 10 to 15 minutes. Now it's warm, room temperature, or slightly warmer than that. The bottom is on the hotter side, but it's ready to be cut. This pie is good for everything. You can have it for breakfast, you can have it as a snack, you can use it for dessert, putting some ice cream on it, all up to your imagination. So folks, we're gonna get it out and we're gonna try it. Look at that. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. I'm gonna cut it. The crunchy top. Look at that. Nice and moist inside with blueberries and apples. You know what I need right now? I need some powdered sugar on top of it. And that's it. Fantastic, folks. Joelicious. I think my mom would be proud of me right now. Folks, stay tuned. There'll be more Joelicious Sweet Sunday, as well as Joelicious Kitchen. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you haven't done so. Hit like, hit share, and comment. Send us your comments. We want to hear them, good or bad. Stay tuned. Joe here.
Kitchen. Yeah, Joe.